Hi there. So today I decided to hook this new planter system that I've picked up from the garden store uh, to the aquaponic system. So the ideal location is over here where there's a lot of sunlight, and I've created a little place for the system to rest on. And we'll probably take the water from this line that's going into the vertical tower and have the system over here. So let's see. So the way the system works is water will be pumped into the topmost one, and if you notice there's some holes over here, and that will allow the water to trickle from this bed to the bottom bed and to the bottom. Now, so to hook this up into the aquaponic system, there is a little bit of modification that I have to do, for the water to flow, because this planter box is an interesting planter box that is normally used for regular gardening. So you put a cocoa peat or any kind of planting media, plant your plants, and you can just water it, and the water will kind of trickle down to the base. But here I'm going to be doing a constant running system, right? So one of the key problems here is the water will get into the topmost one, and the slits are only in these corners. So the water is going to flow out from here into the third grow bed, leaving the second one. So I'll have to make some adjustments so the water comes into this as well, and then from there on it'll trickle down to the bottom. And the bottom plate, I'll need to create some holes that will take the water into another reservoir in the bottom, which will drain it back into the sump tank. So let's start. So I've just drilled a tiny hole on on all these three sides, because this side has already have these slits, so I needed slits for the alternate beds. So that's how it'll so the water for this bed will come from this hole, and for this bed will come from this. So by this logic, I just have to have a single input from the top, and the remaining will go through gravity. A couple of holes for the base plate. Alright, that's sufficient amount of holes, and now we're going to connect all of this together. In the meanwhile, there is leca soaking up in the water. So I'm going to use this plastic vessel that I have for a small tub. They're actually the ideal size, because this sits exactly on top, and I've got these holes here cut out, so I'll kind of use a zip tie and lock it in place. So now I have some of these PVC pipes, which I'm going to run it through like this for the drain. So the water is going to get collected in the blue tub, and then from there it's going to drain through this gray PVC pipe into the sump tank. So I have my drain plumbed out completely now. So this blue tray has a 1.5 inch PVC pipe that's just, as soon as it exits, it makes an elbow straight down and into the sump tank. If you can notice that it comes straight into the sump tank, and that grey pipe is resting on the sump tank so that the water load doesn't topple the blue crate. So now all we need to do is hook the grow bed up and the plumbing for the water inlet. So now I have the grow beds lined up, and I've got this hole here drilled out to just to keep the 16 pipe is going to come on like that, and I'll just secure it there in place with a zip tie or something like that. So we have the grow bed ready. This is the water inlet for the vertical tower. So I'll just make a T somewhere here and T break, and take one pipe out into the into the new grow tower. So now I have the inlet also connected. I've got this 16 drip irrigation pipe, and I've got a valve here to control, and this guy is coming out of here. Now this is the pipe that goes into the vertical tower. So I've taken a T break over there, and one goes into the vertical here, and the other one goes there into the new vertical grow system. So let's just put this on and see if the plumbing is working fine, and then so I'm just going to turn this knob on. And yeah, we have the water flow. So the water is flowing into the second grow bed, the third, and it's collecting into the bottom tray. And let's see if it is draining out. Not yet, it will start any minute. Yes, you can see some drip happening there. There you go. So the system seemed to be fine. Just want to check if there are any leaks. Nothing at all. And now I think I'm ready to add the hydrotons, and the system is now fully hooked up and ready. I have all the grow beds filled with hydrotons, and the water is flowing in there. I've got a regulator to control the flow, and it drips down from here into the second grow bed, the reservoir or the sump tank that I can call, and from here it drains out into the sump tank, which is there. So this is my new addition to the garden. I am going to be leaving this system running like this for a couple of days before I add the plants. Just wanted any of the residual dust from the hydrotons get collected in the sump tank over there at the bottom, and also it gives it some time for the bacteria to colonize. So let's see how this tower grows. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll keep you guys posted with a lot more new products that I'm coming up with. Have a couple of other new systems that I'm working on. Will be ready in a couple of weeks. So thanks for watching, guys.